I think, first I do want to say, because the Small Business Committee is a bipartisan committee, right? I mean, small businesses are the backbone of our economy. Every single congressional district in the country has successful small businesses and entrepreneurs. We'll come back to that point because I agree with you on talking about those two groups of people differently, oftentimes talking about it differently. I've been really saddened by a lot of the partisan attacks recently, to be honest, because, you know, of course, before she was the nominee, the committee never talked about Vice President Harris. As soon as she's the nominee, now it's all attacking her.
Wow.
And I think there is nothing to read into that other than sort of just plain partisanship attacking her because she's the Democratic nominee for president. And so I don't like to see that. Let's talk about
Me either.
the
Me
entrepreneur
either.
versus, yeah, I mean, right. It's we have a lot we can do in that committee to help people out. And I think you're right. I think if you're an entrepreneur or a small business, you can be both. It is possible to be both. And I think some people even start off as both. But at some point, you can kind of make a transition, and or you inherit a business, right? I was doing a small business tour in a little community around Louisville yesterday, and went into an awesome place. It's a cool place. He's the third generation barber. The barber shop has been in the exact same location since 1956.
Do you remember the name of it?
Was it
Well, you know
Woody's
what? Like, get
Barber?
back to me.
It's in Fairdale, and I'm now trying to remember the name of it because the guy who's
Yeah.
the third generation, it's not his name on the sign. But his
Oh, interesting.
grandfather, right? His grandfather was a barber. His dad was a barber. Then he was a barber, served in the Marine Corps. Great small business owner. I actually asked him this because we have to look it up. I said, "Are you the oldest continuing operating barber shop in Louisville?" Like, I think there's a chance he might be, right? What a cool story. But he's a small business owner.
Yes.
He's not trying to open
Oh,
up another location. He's not trying to do something else. When I think of an entrepreneur, right, I think of that person who is pushing that boundary, who is taking those risks, who is trying to make something else.